District 38 Live. I'm Skip with District 38. This is Rob, District President, and we have Shad Bodenstadt from OTV. He's on our little split screen here, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the race course when we get up to that point.
Yeah, let's mention he's new president. This is his first race, so we're looking
New
forward to that.
president.
No nerves, right? No nerves.
No.
How you feeling about the upcoming race, Shad?
I haven't had time because I'm tired from actually marking the course today. So
Good. Stay busy. That's
nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Need a teleprompter?
Yeah, I do. The race is located at Plaster City West this weekend, and it's right by the truck tracks. Correct, Shad?
yeah, it's just old Plaster City staging area. You can't.
You're able to see it from the road?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So the GPS coordinates are on the flyer. The flyers are on our district website. Race format this weekend's a desert scramble, so we're going to be doing 4 laps on a 25-mile course. That's for both the bikes and the UTVs. Sign-ups are going to start and check-in for the riders is going to be from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. You will need to bring your helmet to sign up prior to your race. That's to scan your MotoTally transponder tag into the scoring system. If you don't have a MotoTally tag, those will be available for purchase for $10. Riders under the age of 18 will need to have a minor release, and so when we ask for a minor release, there's a couple different ways that can be given to us. The most ideal way is to have both parents sign the minor release at the event. If the parents are not able to attend the event and the minor is going to come with some friends or something like that, that is the case where you will need to have that minor release signed and notarized when you come to the event. Third way is you get a yearly minor release form, and the AMA will give you a little card that shows that you have a minor release on file for the year.
With next year coming up, you guys can, if you're minors, it's free. So contact the AMA and get that done for next year right now. It'd be great. You know, if I was minor, I'd be on my parents to do that. So, that way you're covered if something happens.
Yep. You can log into the AMA website. They have, I'll call it customer portal that you can log in and update any information, get releases and things that you need there. Going to be 2 lines for sign up, one for pre-registered riders and then one for day of. Basically, day of, there'll be a table there that you're able to fill out an entry form for the motorcycles, put your class, and then the people that have pre-registered will be able to show their AMA cards, district card, and then be scanned into the scoring system. Anybody that is participating in the event, riders, pit support, people that are working at the event, the volunteers, you will need to add riders, co-drivers. You need to come to home check, and you need to do a print and sign, which is just a release waiver that we require you to sign while you're participating in one of our events.
Yeah, we really prefer everybody there, even the spectators.
Correct.
Your mom and dad are there. Have them come down and sign it too. It just helps us.
Yep. It's an important part of our events to have the print and sign card, just in case anything happens. Another thing that's important for all motorcycle riders to be aware of is the AMA Statement of Responsibility. What that basically says is that you are responsible, you are capable enough skilled enough to race in our events. If you feel that you get to the event and you're not confident with racing, we'll happily refund your money. There's no pressure to race the event. We want you to feel safe when you're out there. But the statement of responsibility is on the AMA website. I encourage everybody to read and understand it prior to coming out and racing at the AMA event. All MC ATV riders must wear a helmet in the pits. This applies to UTV drivers. If you're bringing over, you must have a helmet on.
Going to tech, safety tech, and back. I've seen them on the lids of cars. It's like that's literally telling the BLM, look at, I'm not wearing my helmet.
Yeah.
You know,
You're asking for a ticket,
advertising it.
and it complicates our event. So just please put your helmet on. It's the law in California to wear a helmet, even if you're on a dirt bike, in a UTV, any kind of vehicle that you're off-roading in. Pipe plates. We provide all the pipe plates at scoring. So if you don't have numbers, it's your first time, you're not a district member, we can assign you a pipe plate number. Those pipe plates are supplied by Mike at Any Prints. So if you have any printing needs, you can go see him. Pre-entry for the race is $53.50 for district members and $63.50 for non-members. We encourage everybody to sign up online prior to the event. It makes it a lot easier at check-in. We know how many people are showing up for the event. But if you do need to sign up at the day of the event, members will pay $65, non-members will pay $75. We accept cash and cards at the event. Do you accept cash and cards, Chad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to confirm.
Sure.
Take
Sure.
your money. Generally, we know how to get the money, so don't worry about that. We'll make that happen. So this is an AMA event. You need to have your AMA card present in order to race. If you do not have your AMA card present, you will not be able to race. We do accept the AMA card in a few different forms. The physical card is usually the best. It's easier for us to see. You can have the AMA card on your phone. Or if you just purchased a AMA daily membership or yearly membership, if you have the email with the confirmation number on your phone, we'll accept that as AMA, right?
Basically, that's your receipt. So
Your receipt saying that you got it.
Bring that down.
Word of wise is to make sure that your AMA membership is valid. A lot of people forget to renew their memberships. If you're unsure of that, just log into the AMA website. They're happy to tell you whether you owe money for your membership. Fuel mats. So fuel mats are required at our event. They're required by the BLM. Those can consist of a carpet, a rubber mat, or anything that will contain the fuel from spilling on the ground. And we do check that, so heed that warning.
The BLM checked, I believe, last race.
Yeah,
Or
we
2 races ago.
a couple races ago, we got checked for fuel mats. So do everybody a favor, comply to those rules.
I personally use a piece of carpet or a mat that you step onto when you get out of the shower.
Yep.
It absorbs.
I've got
That's all it's required.
those little entry mats you can get at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Work really well. Rubberized little carpet,
Yeah.
catch any fuel. Live timing and scoring will be run through Moto Tally, so there are links on our district website for the live scoring and timing. It gives you all kinds of cool statistics, lap time behind the leader. You're able to view that on your phone live while the race is going on. The results will generally be online right after the race. Final results usually take a few days after that. Shad, are you guys having a kids event or anything like that?
No.
Didn't see that on your flyer.
Yep.
No?
Not
Okay. Okay. I think that covers about everything for the motorcycle ATV check-in. Like I said, their race starts at 9 o'clock, and it'll go until the leader does 4 laps. It's a Grand Prix finish. So once the checkered flag's out, your race is over. UTVs. So in order to race a UTV at District 38, you need to have a racing license, and you can get those online on our district website. There's a few people that show up that don't have them. You need to make sure that you purchase those prior to coming out and racing with us. So we do check that at check-in. So make sure that you have that card handy. If you have not received your card, you should have an email confirmation that you paid for the membership. That'll be acceptable form for us to verify that. UTV check-in and tech is from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Please get there early. You need to get your car teched before you get in line to check in. That just speeds up the process, because if you come up to the line and you don't have your tech sheet filled out, we're just going to send you back out. So there'll be a couple tech inspectors. They'll have sheets. They just go through the basic safety things. I will cover what those items are here right after the rest of the schedule. UTV drivers meeting is from 12 to probably 12:15, something like that. Bomb run practice is from 12:30 to 12:45, and then the UTV race start is going to be at 1 p.m. The UTV fees are $175 for sportsmen and $225 for the pro classes, and that's the day of prices. It's a little bit, I think it's $25 less online.
If you sign up online.
Online, yeah. Transponders for the UTVs, which are the little blue pills that you're issued. Those are available for $20 if you don't have it. If you already have them, just make sure that you bring that with your tech sheet to check in so that we can scan those into the scoring system. And yes, we accept cards and cash. Fuel mats are required for UTVs. You need to make sure that it's large enough to contain any kind of fuel spills out of larger containers. UTV safety stuff. So when you go through tech, our tech is a safety tech. And so we're looking for some very specific things, particularly on the gloves, fire suits. And gloves, we're looking for the tags. So help the tech inspectors out. Make sure that you have your gear out and the tags that are available. Like gloves are a little tag here. Fire suit is generally going to be on the sleeve, maybe on the upper sleeve. There'll just be a 3-2A-5. So you want a 3-5 rated fire suit. What is that, like 5 seconds?
No, that's like 17, 18 seconds.
17, 18 seconds. Save life. Socks. These are nice and cool. You don't necessarily need these, but these are fire rated socks. Second half of the UTV season, we are requiring neck braces. So this is a Simpson one. There's several different kinds, so make sure that you have this. We'll be looking for this during the safety day. If you have any questions about the safety items, you just need to go to the district website, to the off-road section. There is a PDF of the tech sheet. You can print that out, go over it. If you have any questions, my contact information is on the website. I'm happy to answer those.
You email the district, contact Skip, whatever it takes.
Give us a phone call. You can call.
Yeah, leave your phone number. You might get a call back right away, especially with the race being, 36 hours away or so.
36 hours. We're getting close.
Yeah. Don't have time to waste. We want you guys to be able to race.
Yep. yeah, so do it early. Like I said, if you have any questions, call me. I'm happy to help you with that. GPX file, we will be providing that during tech inspection. If I have the GPS file tomorrow evening, I will email that out to anybody that's pre-registered for the UTV race. So you have a little time to get it loaded before you show up in the morning. Course markings.
Don't use it for pre-running.
Yeah, don't pre. There's no pre-running. People all know.
If we catch you using that to pre-run, we'll be disqualified.
So don't run your numbers out there. So,
If I see
we know what Robbie Tippin's car looks like. It's fine. GP, yeah, that's a GPX file. Okay, course markings. So here. So
Like, I went and got mine too.
oh, cool. We can do like stereo chat.
Yeah.
Course markings. You can go over the course markings, Chad. It's your course.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Chad. We don't have any road crossings, but we're using the Caselli Foundation arrows and their hazard or their danger markers. So just keep your eyes open. We have a lot of the arrows, and it's really safe if you follow them correctly. And then we did mark, and we'll go marking a couple more spots tomorrow, but there's a few danger spots that you need to pay attention to, and always keep your eyes open to make sure you're not going the wrong way, because we have quite a few sections where you could go left or right, and one way is wrong and the other way is the right way. So yeah. And then the mileage markers, they're big. They're the Dayglow green mileage markers, and we'll have those set up every mile. And then check 2 checkpoints, and then and pool noodles. So yeah, we have the pool noodles set up. You want me to? Go ahead.
Chad, describe how I'm coming into a turn and it's a left-hand turn. What am I going to see?
So we're following the standard procedure of a 3-2-1. If it's a really sharp turn, we do have quite a few of the sharp turns, and you're coming in, you'll see a 3, and then another 50 feet you'll see a 2, and then we have the 1 right at the turn. So we're definitely trying to, once you get down, if it's a sharp right turn, you'll see a 1, and then maybe another 1 really close to tell you what direction, or not what direction, but to make sure you go in the right direction. And then after that, if you don't see it, there's going to be the wrong way, because you obviously missed that last turn. So
yeah, maybe you got knocked over.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. That's great. And you said how many checkpoints do you have?
There's 2 checkpoints.
Okay.
So I guess a good segue into the course. So our pit locations, kind of like you said, at Plaster City West. You can follow when you show up to come into Plaster City West. Follow the arrows we have set up, because the trucks, the Baja trucks, have been messing up the entrance, and it's really soft and kind of beat up. So you got to follow the entrance in, and then it's kind of soft and stuff like that. So to make a good, if you have a big rig, it'll be safer if you just follow the arrows. And then we're not too far off of Evan Hughes. You should see us from the road, and then that's where the pits are. The pits go from, I guess you could say, east to west, and that's the direction of the pits. So and it's a single pit row. There is no bypass. You got to be on either. You can be on either side. Standard pit procedures. There's a camping area backside off, and then there's a section for actually the mats, and then there's the pit row. And we're sitting around at like a 24-mile loop. The first section is actually, let me back up and talk about the start. And then, so the start is going to be a little northwest of the pit row. We'll point that out if you have questions on the at signups when we check your helmet or check for registering your moto tally. But it's really close to the to pit row. Um, and then the first half of the course is a it's more technical, and then the second half is a little more high speed. So
Okay.
like yeah. So so 2 checkpoints, um, and they'll have the pool noodles there and ribbon to mark the courses, at the turn for the checks. And please adhere to some safety protocols going into the checks and stay at 10 miles an hour, or keep it safe. Because these turns are mainly to get to check the vehicle, but they're also to make sure that our support crews or volunteers are not going to get hurt.
Yep.
And Chet, one other thing, it's the racer's obligation and responsibility to be scored.
Yeah,
So,
that's
another thing for the riders and drivers to keep in mind, if you're in dust or on the inside and the course worker can't see you, they can't score you. So,
Correct. So
are you marking? When do they know when to slow down and to get back on the gas on the checks?
on the checks. The checks are we're doing the 3-2-1 again for the checks too, and then the pool noodles. Because
so basically, the way the check works is there'll be a set of pool noodles on the entry, and then
yeah,
a set of pool noodles on the exit. So you just need to stay between that controlled speed zone, 15 miles an hour. And it's important, or less. It's important so that the people running the checkpoint are able to read the numbers on the side or front of your bike. I know you think racers think that you can see them, but the pipe plates are not like gigantic, and sometimes they can be challenging to see with dust or if people are going too quickly. So it's your responsibility as a racer to make sure that you go through the checkpoints at a proper speed, whether that be a motorcycle or a UTV. That's a big safety issue with UTV. So when you see the checkpoint, it's 15 miles in, 15 miles out. And that checkpoint may be 100 feet long, it may be 200 feet long, it may be 200 yards long. But you see the pool noodles, you slow down to 15 miles an hour. Does that about cover that?
I think so.
Okay.
That was the point I was getting to.
Okay. So Lassar will be providing our EMS services for the day. So you need to keep an eye out for their vehicles. They're very distinctive. They're red. They have racks on the top, red lights, and they'll have 2 vehicles out on the course during the event. So if you see them, or you see somebody that has an issue, like the downed rider, it's important that you identify the rider, uh, as many details as you can, particularly their bike number, route mile marker, any kind of visual aid that where we can find them, and relay that to home check, and then home check will relay
Any of the
that.
checks.
Any of the checks.
I know all the checks on this one have good radios.
Good radios.
So
just relay that information to the check. The checkpoints will relay back to home check, and then they will dispatch medical services from home check. Lacer will always park their vehicles facing oncoming racing traffic. It's a basic safety thing, so that if they have to render aid to somebody, they have a vehicle between a race vehicle, which could be a motorcycle or UTV, just creating a safety barrier while they tend to down
And if you're coming up and you see that vehicle and they got their lights on, get off the gas. Don't roost them. They could be working on somebody seriously injured. They don't need dust where the next guy behind you is not going to see them. So try to keep it like a no wake zone kind of. Keep that dust down. Cruise by them. Give them a wide berth. Get back on the course. Hit the gas. But respect those workers that are performing their duties out there to work on our racers.
Correct. And that it also goes to say that if you're okay, you're downright or you're okay, and you see medical services, give them a thumbs up if you're okay, because that gives them the ability to attend to maybe somebody that's more seriously, or to be out there to kind of patrol the course.
Guaranteed they'll come back.
Yeah, they'll come.
If they do go by, they'll come back.
The UTVs that we gave out some of the UTV OK flags at the last race. I will have those with me this weekend. So they're in the. They're here. I could go get them.
No.
We won't interrupt.
Next time.
They will be available. So just ask for them if you would like to get one. That just helps other racers, medical staff. Let you're okay if you're letting your belt cool off, or you have some other kind of issue with your car that's not of urgent medical need.
Right.
Okay. If you'd like to volunteer for the Veterans Day race, I don't know what their state volunteers are, but
Chad does. How's it going, Chad, as far as volunteers?
We could always use volunteers. We're doing pretty good. I think we needed we had a need for a sweep rider, and we got an extra sweep rider recently. So if you're still interested in volunteering, please reach out, because we could always use a little extra help.
Yeah. That being said, I believe Donnie Durfee is handling the volunteers for OTV. So just give him a shout out, contact him if you want to come out and help us.
I think his number is on the flyer.
It's on the flyer. So anything that we didn't cover tonight, it's going to be on the OTV race flyer, the motorcycle and UTV. There's also links to this live recording if you want to listen to us regurgitate this information. You're happy to do it anytime. We usually get 150 so people by the race time that look at these videos. It's just a way that you can get information so that you're prepared when you come out to the race. District 38 Racing is an all volunteer run organization. We all donate our time. We value all levels of help. So if you come out and help with the race, or you want to learn how to tech cars, you just want to be more involved, you can reach out to any one of the clubs. They're happy to answer any questions if you need race support. If you have questions with UTVs, you can contact any one of the UTV stewards or Rob. We're happy to give you kind of any information that you would need.
Yeah, I got a couple things. On the District 38 board, the website, we now have our swag is back up. So I know it's getting a little cool out there. If somebody wants a District 38 hoodie, t-shirts, we actually, this is good quality stuff. We don't keep out on it, that's for sure. Know that you're going to get, I wear the hoodie a lot. It's pretty thick. It's tight around the waist. It's not one of those just kind of hangs open. So I wear it around the fire, and at night it's perfect. So if you guys want some swag from District 38, that's now available. And I do want to talk about safety a little bit. There was an incident down at Contingency down at 1,000, and a couple people lost their lives at Contingency, if you can believe that. And I'm not blaming anybody or going to assume what happened there. There's enough people doing that already. My point is that this can be dangerous, not just when you're racing. It can be dangerous all the time. Don't be lead-footed around the pits on, after the race or Friday night. You're going to go have some fun. Take it out where it's supposed to be, not in our setup area, where everybody's camping and there's dogs and children. You know, I just want to. I'm sure you guys are going to see videos on this and know what I'm talking about. But you know, there's just bad things that can happen all over, and we really want to put together a safe program. That's what we're about. So you know, just you always see it like somebody ripping out, and maybe they've had a little bit to drink, but just don't do that. Just there's a place and a time for everything, and our events is not the time or the place.
Yeah, we don't. There's no strict no alcohol policy. It's part of our BLM permit. It's well written in all of the rules, UTV and MC.
If you're racing, if you're pitting a car, if you're just in the pit area and there's alcohol, that's a
strictly prohibited.
Yeah, it's
use common sense. You need.
Yeah.
Well, I think Rob's really trying to get out there. Use common sense.
Yeah.
Accidents do happen, but we really need to be diligent about safety. That's why we cover the statement of responsibility. We have a print and sign. This is part of the process to allow off-road racing to continue.
Yeah. You want to sponsor some?
I don't want to mess that up. I got you here, so I'll know the names tonight. Mutilated. Yeah. Okay.
But it is time to thank our sponsors.
Thank our sponsors. District 38, we do have several sponsors.
Yeah. Awesome sponsors.
Awesome people. They help us put on these races. They help us with insurance and other things.
Their funds go to pay for insurance and
Yeah, and they're people that are generally involved in the off-road community. So they want to continue to help keep this going.
And we do appreciate their help.
And we do appreciate their help.
Much.
And we thank them. So first sponsor is BTI Incorporated. They're a design and production company, machining cool things. So they have a website. Go on their website and see what they do. Diesel Tech. Who? Lauren.
Okay,
I'm sorry, Lauren Taylor. I didn't get that last time. I was in the desert because Rob wasn't here to reply.
It's all right. But yeah, he's one of the racers. They help out not just us too. They help out other people. So
yeah,
good racing people there.
Yeah, good to get out there and support Diesel Tech. Judy Boland, real estate. She is a realtor extraordinaire. Her and Joe are also pizza makers. We found out this weekend. Wood-fired pizza. I witnessed it at the desert.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it. It was for their grandkids.
Okay.
They did a great family thing this last weekend. So if you have any real estate needs, give Judy a call. She's happy to help you. It's a tough market these days, and you really need experienced people when you're dealing with real estate. SD Powerhouse. Motorcycles
and repair engines.
Baja Race Team.
Yeah.
SLR.
Known them for a while, and they do good work.
Yep. So if you have any motorcycle needs, you're racing, SD Powerhouse is the guys to go talk to. Kaufman Land Survey. They do land survey.
Too bad they can't do our survey.
I know. That would be a good thing.
Oh yeah, I love that.
We Supply, they do, they sell electronics, home theaters, cameras, things like that. You can go down there and see us and this family.
They carry alarm stuff, cameras, and all sorts of things, and UTV electronics too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he told me. I've never been there.
I have.
I heard it's nice.
I've known Dustin for quite some time.
I've known him. I've never been to the shop. Sorry, Dustin.
I'm at a home theater, so I don't really go there too much. Vicious Factory, their clothing promoter. They have all kinds of cool clothes and stuff. They sponsor several of our district riders. They also race with us. So if you have any clothing needs, and go see Vicious Factory.
Yeah.
Swell Drone.
One of my favorites.
What? Vicious Factory?
No, Swell Drone.
Swell Drone. Chris. Chris does some great
Yeah.
video footage. I wish he could follow the UTV guys around all day.
Yeah.
It would be awesome because
Looks pretty cool.
it looks great. He did some really good shots for
Last race.
the pro ours. Luke Matthews put an incredible pass on Alexander Noble on one lap.
He caught it.
It was a good inside outside pass. It's online if you want to go check it out. Anyway, Chris does amazing drone footage. He should be out there this weekend. I don't think we have any of the air movement, so we should be able to get some good footage.
We should be good.
Next guy, Mike Maxwell, MMX Photography. He is the guy that will make you look fast. He's out at a lot of off-road events. I think he was even down at Contingency, shooting some pictures. Dustin Slade and whoever he's racing with, I saw those today. But anytime you get some pictures from Mike, you need to pay for them. He spends a lot of time. Yeah, donation.
You need to make him a donation.
Donation to his cause.
And he'll tell you how much.
Yeah, send him a few bucks. It's really encourages him to make better photos, but it takes time.
You know what I found out? So when I first got into racing, I was like, oh, free photos, cool. And then I noticed it's like I had won a race instead of 4, 5, or 6. And they're like, I realized that when you pay them for their work, all of a sudden I was like, oh, here's a 5 or 10 or whatever, just for these prints. And all of a sudden I was getting 5, 6 shots again.
I did some great shots.
I was like, oh, that's how it works. But I was new. I did not know. I was really young and green. Yeah. It was cheap.
Rhonda Hopper Real Estate. So the Hoppers, they buy and sell homes. Their daughter races with us. They're a great sponsor. Kurt Caselli Foundation. They are the ones that supply the markings. All these lovely markings. These are essentially free to us, but they're a donation-based company, and they are trying to uniform rider safety. So when you go to events like ours, or District 37, or any other AZOP or any other racing events, you're going to see the same course markings.
And they mean the same thing.
They mean the same thing because
there's danger
everywhere. If you have questions about the Caselli markings or any of that stuff, you can go to the Caselli Foundation website. They have some videos on markings. They show you what all the different markings mean, give you explanations. So when you come out to race, you know what you're looking at, you know what the courses are going to be. That's it on the sponsors. Chad, do you have any club sponsors, people that help you out that you would like to mention?
We're OTB. Thank you for racing. Judy Bolin, she's a part of our crew, so she definitely helps out a lot, as long with the other, we run the Kurt Caselli Foundation markings, and kind of like what you said, we appreciate all their help, and I'd like to thank all our veterans too. So it's the Veterans Day.
Thank you for the service.
Thank you for the service for Veterans Day Dash. We don't have anything else.
I don't know. I get a question, Chad. So, who's helping you out with your checks this race?
We have 2 awesome people, and one of them is running check too. Wasn't that you, Rob?
Yeah, but I think your club kind of stepped up and helped you out with that.
Yeah. What club are you for?
Maybe Road Runners.
Road. Because isn't it John's on the other side and you're on one? John's on.
I'm saying.
So thank you.
You got John Woods running a check. You better chat with him about how the check works.
Yeah.
He likes to do wild things.
Well,
little club love here.
Love, John.
If you want to read some of the chats, we might want to talk about that.
I had to throw that in there,
Yeah. No, we appreciate you guys stepping up. And that's that whole, like, the volunteer thing you had stated, that we are a bunch of volunteers, and without other clubs helping each other out, then that's definitely a part of it. And so we really appreciate everybody stepping up.
Yep. takes a small village to put on a race.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
It does take a bit. So.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you for joining us, Chad.
Thanks for joining us.
I hope you enjoyed your first time.
Yeah. No, I got to take some notes for next time because I don't want to be. I want to keep up with you guys. So good times. Thank you.
Oh boy, that's a pretty tall order, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. I got a couple questions. Monster Mash. Race I was trying to win. Where did it go? So Keith, to answer your question,
what's his question? Nobody else.
His question is: we ran the Monster Mash, the last race. I have a question regarding when going through the checkpoints. We were told to go, go, go before the end of the pool noodles. Yeah, would you? Yeah, Rob.
You know, I'm gonna address that with myself. So, you as a racer, you were told in the meeting to do one thing, and an official at the checkpoint tells you to do another. If they feel safe and they're telling you to go on, you know, you cannot be penalized for that. Okay, you're totally good. We ask our checkpoint workers to kind of follow what the hosting club wishes you to do. But if they tell you to do something else, just know that you're safe. You know, doing what they say because they are two officials of that event.
Correct. Except the only thing I'd like to add to that is the UTV racers. It's 15 miles when you start, 15 miles when you're in.
Yep.
Do not. If the checkpoint workers are waving at you, they're just giving you encouragement. That doesn't mean just pin it because it's.
But they did at that time.
They did.
And, yeah.
Unfortunately, at the last race, Check One decided to do something that was outside of what I had said in the drivers' meeting. But what I say in the drivers' meeting is really ultimately what needs to happen.
Yeah. But if they tell you to do something, they may have a reason.
They may have a reason. And Keith, I apologize for the confusion, but what we just stated as far as 15 miles an hour into a checkpoint and out is what should be.
Yeah, it's what it should be. And you know what? We're talking to the checkpoint workers now too, and getting them on the same page. So I think we've rectified that. At least for now.
Make the markers bigger. We're trying. We're trying to put as many as the last race. That was 50 miles of course we had to put out, so it was a daunting task. But we'll do the best we can for you.
I'm taking a break. Let's go. How many more questions do you have?
That's it.
Oh, there's one more.
One more.
Do pipe plates need skill bars?
Pipe plates do not need skill bars because you're a pipe plate rider. Skill bars are assigned to
District members.
Skill bars are assigned to people that are racing the series by the steward. Pipe plates don't have it. Sweet, thanks guys. If anybody has any other questions, I appreciate it. That's awesome. Good. All right, I think we're done.
All right.
I'm done. Chad, doesn't anything to add? I'm done. Rob couldn't hold it, so he has to go.
See you guys out.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chad. We'll see you Saturday morning. I'll be there at 6.
All right. See you.
All right, buddy.